Keeping a close eye on the dropped frames right now. I'll give it just a little bit. Monitor the bitrate and shit. Shit. Now it's the chat laptop that has decided, I don't feel like working right now. Okay. We're back. Hopefully for good. The bitrate's holding pretty steady. Fluctuating a little bit, but whatever.
Eggman, what's he doing here?
Uh-oh. That's all there is to it. You guys are too easy.
Same cutscene we've seen before. I'm not too broken up about this stuff being
That's
subject
a
to some
Chaos
technical
Emerald.
difficulty.
First come, first served, they say. And you serve me too well for your own good.
You can't get away with this! Knuckles, did you let him trick you again?
Like you weren't.
Smooth move, Knucklehead.
I've got 4 emeralds now.
They re-record all the lines in between everything.
Here, Chaos.
Like, you know, for every story. And somehow they get jankier over time. And I don't know how.
Come here, my hungry.
Now look what he is.
No problem. I'll make him eat dirt.
Okay, Knuckles. Whatever you say. Keeping a close eye on the stream now. If it starts to fuck up, I will hopefully notice. Japanese script didn't rewrite any of the repeated scenes to something localization did. Why? Oh. That doesn't make any sense. I would like to point out that you fight this boss 3 different times. And 2 of these times you're playing as characters that can fly. Nulling the entire challenge of the boss. Guess that, ways to make it feel a little less repetitive being hit on skippable cutscenes. I guess that's true. Hey, Chaos, can I hit you like one more time? So we can make our story even more of a breeze? Okay, thanks.
Is that all you've got?
It did the camera motion for him doing his victory animation, but it didn't play his victory animation. I'm confused. That tends to happen with that boss, yeah. That's honestly the first time I've ever noticed it, so...
Behold my flying fortress. My creation, the Egg Carrier.
Normally,
Beware. Chaos's
it
true
drops
power
like the
is yet
character
to
all
be
the way down to
unleashed.
the water, and the animation
We
still
shall
happens.
meet
Just the
again.
camera movements don't happen.
Hurry, Sonic! What are we waiting for? My workshop's closed, so let's get to Tornado and go after him.
Good idea!
Hey, Sonic. You go on ahead without me. I have some things I need to take care of.
No problem, Knuckles. We'll take care of everything here. Let's move!
What are we waiting for? I think I have to go in this area now? I think. I know that there's items we can get in here. Running through the forest? Who needs to do that? There it is! There you go, Jay. This is the second Knuckles item.
Now you've got fighting gloves. To store up power, hold down the action button. Now you can do the maximum heat Knuckles attack.
This part of Knuckles' story is somewhat infamous. Legitimately don't remember this part all too well. So we'll see. We'll see how it goes. There's an emblem in there. I believe we have to go in here. Statue should be sitting here.
2 stone statues. The door to the past.
See, I remember. There's one, it's in this general area, I think. It's like, it's in a little, yeah, it's here. Have to dig over here. Okay. So I got the silver one, not the gold one. The camera in this game gets more broken the more stories you go in. And that's a DX thing, though. The Dreamcast version had like an okay camera. It wasn't a good camera, but it was a little better, I feel. So I got that one. Where's the gold? It's probably getting caught up in all the geometry, yeah. That's like definitely what's happening. I don't remember where the gold statue is at all, actually. Weird, because like I remember most other details about this game. It's the gold statue that I have absolutely no recollection of in any capacity. Gold statue tripped up so many people. It's in the last place you
2
look.
stone statues. The door to the past.
Big's house? No? Nope. Oh, wait. I'm starting to... Why? Why is that there? I'm starting to remember. Isn't it at the entrance to the area? Yep, there it is. Totally blends in with the ground when you first enter. Yeah, I didn't notice it. At all.
Two stone statues. The door to the past.
Alright, so this stage is exactly what it seems like. Let's try that new attack. Wow. Oh. Yep. Alright. It's right up there. Music almost also plays in the very last of the Sonic's version. Weird. Yeah, a lot of these are sort of just the same areas as the other characters. You can just you can go through them in a very interesting way this time. I liked this idea for Knuckles. They don't really bring it back ever again. Whenever they bring Knuckles back, they give him his own levels, and that's a mistake. There we go.
Found it.
I fell through that. Like, straight through. And through the floor. Good.
Good enough.
Ah! His eyes!
Where am I? This is very strange.
Wonder how the game decides where Nux does his victory pose. It's not always the same spot. You know, I've never thought about that. Maybe it has something to do with, like, it's, like, close to, like, a certain position, so it moves you there? I'm not sure. Like, say, it has, like, a handful of spots, and then it'll, like, pick out the one that you're closest to or something. Oh, I can touch them. I can't collect them, but I can touch. That's interesting.
I beg of you, hear me now. My father is coming here soon, and I fear what may happen. You must take everyone away from here. Oh, please. So, are you saying you can't leave this place? I understand. Let me talk to my father again. There must be a better way to do this. Don't worry, my friends. I won't let you down. I must do something quickly.
God, this game's plot has so much going for it. Like, even still, to this day. It's strange because as a lot of modern Sonics
What?
spell everything out for you.
I'm back in front of the altar.
And basically don't contain
This
a
is
plot.
beginning to blow my mind.
This game is a lot of like
Wait a
You know,
minute. I remember.
subtext.
The broken pieces of the Master Emerald.
They
I
don't
have
just
to
outright
restore
state
them to where they
everything.
belong.
Which is so nice. This cutscene shower is so weird. The gardens, they're not that
It's
little
still
poly
incomplete.
Dreamcast version. Yeah, and they also have different wings.
I
if
need to
noticed
find the
properly.
remaining pieces, wherever they are. Hey,
God, I love how it just shows him with like a little sound
Look.
effect and everything.
it's Eggman's flying fortress. That's where the rest of the pieces must be.
Chaos TV.
But I don't know where that ship is.
Anyways, yeah, in case you haven't really been picking up on a lot of the stuff that the game's been showing, Chaos is definitely in the water in the shrine
Isn't that one of Eggman's robots?
and connected to the Chow. Go
I
figure.
know. I'll follow it back to Eggman's base. Here I come, Eggman.
And the music card cuts. Incredible. The egg carrier models got progressively wider with each port. I noticed it was looking a little washed out. I really wanted to be able to stream the Dreamcast version.
No
I really
trains
did.
are currently in
But
service.
the same thing that's preventing me from streaming the ideal version of 3D Blast is preventing me from doing that. My capture card only accepts HDMI, and emulating it, while it works, the game is a little sloppy, I guess. We have to go down here. Okay, still not there. But yeah, the game's a little choppy and not exactly great. Do I have to go to Eggman's, like, tower thingamajig? I think that's where I have to go. Yeah, oh man! Gee, I wonder where I have to go. The plot lights, yeah. Shit, my headphones are...
Just what I thought. Time to make a house call.
Here we go. So I've been having this issue with the audio jack on my computer, where it doesn't like it doesn't like functioning. Basically, if I move my headphone,
Now
towards it
we'll see who's
slightly,
so easily
it clicks
tricked.
its shit. So
I can sense that the emeralds are
it's a
here
fun little
somewhere.
issue I've been having. Okay,
What's going on?
This thing's always changing.
Nope, not that way. This thing's always changing. It's perfect. It's such a good line. By the way, infinite rings right here. Oh, they fixed that. Nope, they didn't. Alright, can't really do anything here. Oh, I remember this. This incredibly stupid area. This pool is filled on every other character except Knuckles. And I think like maybe one other, maybe Big.
I sense the Master Emerald. It can't be far from here.
Thanks, Knuckles, for pointing that out. I needed that. What are some new things in this area? The egg carrier rec room, one of the slots and such, totally neglected. Not even one thing uses that room. No emblems, DX missions, Dreamcast DLC events, nothing. Oh, wow. Anyways,
Either
yeah.
push or pull the
This
lever to
stage,
control the ship's tilt.
we can control the egg carrier's tilting motions now. Heavily implying that Knuckles here was fucking with the egg carrier for the Sonic
Either
story.
push or pull the lever to control the ship's tilt.
Anyways, the easiest way to clear this level is to go out, look for the emeralds, figure out which direction you need to push. It's not the fastest, but it is the easiest. Why, Sonic? I'm gonna push this lever now. Oh, wow! They're all... definitely in one of these. That one. So it needs to come, they don't really give you an easy way to orient yourself, so, it needs to go left. Don't push that lever. Whoa! Sonic's screams in this game are always gonna be iconic. Always. Okay, we gotta get it leaning. Okay, I think I have to do it like... Come on. It's very finicky. This is right? There it is. Alright, where's the last one? Oh! Oh, there it is.
This way.
There we go.
Found it.
Whoa! A Chaos Emerald! I fucking love the voice acting in this game. It's perfect.
Good enough.
The last missing piece.
All right. Now, to restore
why
the
was
Master
I flying?
Emerald. Huh?
I think Advanced 3 was the last game to feature the Adventure voice cast except Tails, who has his hero's voice. Huh, that's interesting. What a sad fate for the advanced voice cast.
Oh no, not again. What is the meaning of this?
Why are there 2 red ball spirits? Because one of them was in the stage, and the other one was part of the cutscene.
Hey, what happened here?
I couldn't stop them. They came, and my father... I had no idea how bad this would turn out. I'm shocked.
Look! It's the emerald!
Don't you know Tikal
Wait!
can multiply? Come on. Simple facts. Everyone knows this.
Is this a dream? It's more like a nightmare.
Your friends are in front of the ship fighting. Help them.
I finally found all of the missing emerald pieces, but I still can't figure out that creepy monster.
What was Knuckles' final boss?
Huh? What's that?
Some of the most iconic kinds ever come from this game. It's true. Oh no! Knuckles! That... Pretty sure this is it for Knuckles' story.
Not again! I hate you!
Hey, Sonic!
Oh no, light!
There you are, Knuckles. About time.
I will return!
Eggman, come back!
That's literally the
I
ending
better
of
let
Kingdom
Sonic
Hearts.
handle it from here. He'll do okay. Now, I must
Like
return
exactly.
to Angel Island and the Master Emerald. No, it can't be. I guess he didn't get enough the first time. You can't stop me from restoring the Master Emerald.
So yeah, another fight against Chaos. This one being different. Okay, guess that didn't work. Oh wow, I don't think I've been hit by this attack in recent memory. I remember Knuckles as being quite a bit more difficult than the other characters were in this fight. He has more attacks than before. And just generally speaking, since you get less floor, he's a little bit harder. Charge Knuckles attack does double damage. I tried to do it and it would not charge. There we go. Stop! Knuckles! There we go.
Is that all you got?
I just trapped Knuckles in an infinite flying hell, so that's fun.
Yeah, you're finished. What's left now is to return the Master Emerald safely to my island.
you're finished, and I'm... Oh my god! He flew outside of the border of the cutscene for a little bit. Fucking incredible.
This should do it. Perfect.
Sideways.
All is well now.
I have no idea.
The Master Emerald and the island have been restored.
So yeah, there we go. That's Knuckles' story. Next up is Big, unfortunately. With probably Thursday being the finale, actually. Because just 2 really short stories and then the ending. Hey, hello, Toontastic. You're here just in time for the ending of Knuckles' story. Hate to say it, next up we're doing Big. You used to know how to play his stages? Yeah, I sort of know. I got a hang of it a long time ago, and
I'll probably
we'll see.
be on this floating island forever.
Knuckles, that's really dark.
Guarding the Master Emerald again.
You just missed Knuckles. Hey, you can join us with Duke
I
Nukem's
may not know
voice
the whole
actor.
story behind this, but perhaps it's better that way. I'm at peace once more.
Game audio is a bit loud? Okay, I will edit that. I guess after the Knuckles credits. I'm just gonna let these play because they're iconic.
Here I come, rougher than the rest of them, the best of them, tougher than leather. You can call me Knuckles. Unlike Sonic, I don't chuckle. I'd rather flex my muscles. I'm hard as nails. It ain't hard to tell. I break them down whether they solid or frail. Unlike the rest, I'm independent since my first breath. First test, feel the right, then the worst left. Born on an island in the heavens. The blood of my ancestors flows inside me. My duty is to save the flower from evil deterioration. Yeah, I will be the one to set your heart free, true. Cleanse yourself with them evil spirits that's in you. Streaking lights, loud sounds, and instincts are the elements that keep me going. I am fighting my own mission. Nothing's gonna stand in my way. No, no. I will be the one to set your heart free, true. Cleanse yourself with them evil spirits that's in you. Won't be fighting now. Stand up to all the pain and turmoil. Just believe in myself. Won't rely on others. If it's power to wipe out the havoc and anarchy, this is my plan. It's gonna fight for my destiny. Here I come, rougher than the rest of them, the best of them, tougher than leather. You can call me Knuckles. Unlike Sonic, I don't chuckle. I'd rather flex my muscles. I'm hard as nails. It ain't hard to tell. I break them down whether they solid or frail. Unlike the rest, I'm independent since my first breath. First test, feel the right, then the worst left. I have no such things as weak spots. Don't approve of him, but gotta trust him. This alliance has a purpose. This partnership is only temporary. I will be the one to set your heart free, true. Cleanse yourself of evil spirits that got in you. Be fighting now, stand up to all the pain and turmoil. Just believe in myself, won't rely on others. We all will be waiting when serenity is restored. This is my planet, I shall not surrender. with the ruggedness. Knock, knock, it's Knuckles, the blow thrower, independent flower, magical emerald holder. Give you the coldest shoulder. My spike goes through boulders. That's why I stay alone. I was born by myself. I don't need a posse. I get it on by myself. Adversaries get shelved.
Okay, wonderful credits music. Thank you, Knuckles. Best credits music right there. You know, like, other than Green Hill Zone, you know, that might be one of the most, like, well-known songs in the entire franchise, entirely because it was memed to all hell. Whoever wrote, I get it on by myself, and that song needs a raise. Yeah, knock knock, it's Knuckles.
Select your character.
Oh, okay. I don't need no tutorials, I got this. I'd say my biggest problem with Big will be remembering where all his lures are. Oh, look, an item. In the cutscene. This partnership is only temporary. The lyrics of that song are fucking perfect. They're just so beautiful. Oh boy, goop. Slurp. Why the zoom in on his shoe? At least Big's campaign isn't that long. And cleanse yourself. If you've never heard it, I highly recommend the Siva Gunner remix of that song. It's
What?
so good.
Froggy, is that you? You're looking kinda weird, good buddy.
Yeah, Big's campaign is like, what, 4 levels, I think? But it's still really important plot-wise, oddly enough.
What's up with the tail? Hey, wait a minute! You swallowed my lucky charm! Come back here! What's wrong with you? Something's not right. We've always been friends. For years. Froggy! Wait up! Oh dear.
Okay, now I can adjust the game.
Yoo-hoo! Froggy! Come out wherever you are.
And I have to
Oh man, where could that Pollywog pal be anyway?
Big. There we go. I hate to immediately interrupt Big's gameplay here. Gonna drop it just a bit, probably in the volume mixer, just so that I'm no longer blowing my own eardrums out. There we go. Is this better? His voice acting is perfect. Yeah, funny thing about that, this is Duke Nukem's voice actor. Same dude who, you know, no? No, I am 100% certain this dude also voiced Duke Nukem. John St. John. And he is credited with... Oh, saying no to the audio. It is the same actor, yeah.
I wonder if there are many
Duke
fish for
Nukem,
you.
Omega, and Big the Cat. The audio's not good yet? Okay, Feel the cutscene programmers had fun with Big. There's oddly dramatic shots of his eyes, and of course the part where he charges at Tails full speed. Yeah. Big's like a fun character in the game, but if he were like a weightier character, like his whole thing were like, oh, he's a weightier character that has more physics-based platforming, you know, his, like, that would be better than what we got. Okay, I lowered the game's audio quite a bit. better?
Quick! We have to find the rest of the missing Chaos Emeralds!
They put these characters here in the
Eggman.
worst spot. Eggman! Well, you have to speak up for us to know. If this isn't it, I have one more idea I could try to get the audio at a good level. For whatever reason, XSplit's audio management is a little inconsistent. Maybe it's because I'm using the free version, who knows. It's a tiny bit better? Alright, then... Nice shot of Tails. Is this better? Tails looks concerned. Wonder if I can get a good shot of Sonic. I mean, maybe. Maybe. I'm not even sure how I got that shot of Tails, honestly. Not really. Yeah, it's good? Alright. Okay, now to remember, I believe... I don't remember what Big's first level is. I know he has Emerald Coast, but that's later. He has access to over here. Twinkle Park, yeah. Yeah, this is the one where you kind of sneak in. The writers had a lot of fun with Big.
Away. What you doing under that car? What's wrong?
I didn't realize you came back after the frame. Oh! Well, the VOD will be up later tonight, so I guess you can catch up on the ending of Knuckles. There we go. The writers had a lot of fun with Big. You can tell because, or at least the writers and the programmers, because he's able to, like, do shit like lift cars. Am I able to pick this up? No. I think Big's reputation comes from the gameplay. Character's not bad at all. I mean, yes and no. Here, it's definitely the gameplay. However, he got a chance to shine in Heroes and, well...
Welcome to Twinkle Park.
Heroes. Heroes doesn't exactly have the best plot or the most constraint when it comes to its characters. Listening to him speak with Amy and Cream for an entire campaign gets a little old. I want to see what Big's power-ups can possibly be. Well...
Something's biting.
There we go. I do remember how it works. You press down when a fish grabs your hook, and it's a hit. Oh, okay. Breaking the line kills you. You only need to catch one thing, and that's Froggy. If I can spot him. This camera really doesn't like showing me what I need to do. Is he in one of the Team Sonic racings? Big wasn't written to last for long periods of time, unfortunately. It's exactly what they do. Yeah, it's true. Wow, I did not know that, actually.
Something's biting.
There we go. We got the frog. light taps. There we go.
Now what am I gonna do?
Big finishes the level and is immediately completely disappointed.
Not
Amy
too bad.
and Big, but not Cream? That hurts. That hurts me.
Welcome to Twinkle Park.
Amy, Big, and a random Chow. They put a random Chow in, but they didn't put Cream in? Do they know who Cream's partner is? Holy shit. I own that game. I bought it from like a Redbox when they were discontinuing their games for like $5, and I have not played it. They have like 3 random Chow. Ah! There she is! Just as glitchy as I remember her. Bye, Cream. Okay, oh, hey, it's Amy.
I'm so bored. I guess I'll go shopping or something.
This is Amy pre-story. Okay, now where did it drop that thing? It's back there. I think there's anything I can get in the sewers. Considering Sonic's truly gigantic character roster, there's no excuse for filling slots of random Chow, unless they simply ran out of time. Yeah, if you're gonna make a big-ass Sonic racing game, you know, you might as well include all the characters. I hope that someday we get like a proper Sonic, like Smash clone that includes a lot of the characters. I think that would be a lot of fun, honestly.
The train headed for the Mystic Ruins will be departing soon.
We got something that was like almost close to that on the PSP with Rivals. It included 8 different characters and it was a racing platformer. The problem is that it's not that great. It's okay at best, I'd say. I have one, like, not 100%ed it, but his power-up is just gonna be a fishing rod. Yeah, it's fishing rod and lures. Unfortunately, sorry to burst your bubble. He gets a really cool one coming up here. Yeah, he gets a little tube. He gets an inner tube, which is very necessary. There it is. Sonic had a surprising number of fighting games, now that I think about it.
You've
Yeah, he
discovered
had
the
fighters
life
and...
belt. It keeps you afloat when you're in water.
I mean, one
to
is
swim
surprising,
underwater,
I guess.
press the jump button
Oh,
when
and
afloat.
Battle! I forgot about Battle. That one's on the list. We'll get to it. I've never finished it. I think that's it, though, for the racing games. Okay, you guys ready to see how quickly Big climbs up fucking ladders? Look at this shit. He doesn't move fast at any other time. Okay, now this stage, all the water's frozen over, but... you can, just kind of throw this fucking boulder everywhere. It's beautiful. Did they do a remake of The Fighters at some point? It was like an HD, like, re-release of it or something. Like, not a full remake, but more like, I don't know, an upgrade. There's an item somewhere in this level. I don't remember where it is. Yeah, an HD remaster. We will be playing the GameCube version, unless I can find a way to play that HD remaster. Because I don't think it really matters, because it's the Fighters, and we're not going to be spending a whole lot of time with it anyways. Is it down here? it's somewhere near here. We can get, I think it's a lure upgrade. Oh my god. On Xbox 360 and PS3. Tails is OP. Oh my god! You've just dredged up a memory that I did not know I had. And that was me losing to Tails over and over again, trying to beat that fucking game as all the characters. Tails shows up like really late in the game, and no matter what, he just kicks my ass. Oh, come on. Big. Main thing about that remaster, it gives you access to Honey the Cat, a character previously used in that game. Also, boss characters Eggman and Metal Sonic for local multiplayer. It's his grab attack, yeah. But, yeah, I might play the HD remaster then, just to show more stuff, if it's still available for purchase. There's a good chance it's not. God, Big's deadpan creepy expression is, starting to get to me. Blink, motherfucker. Ma! I can't believe we made it an entire level into Big Story without making fucking reference to that video. Imagine defeating a hardened warrior with ease and getting slapped silly by a little fox boy. Why is this here? Why can I make Big go this fast? Wow, it's not even that fast. Okay. Just have to get the dumb frog's attention. Hey, where are the other fish?
Something's biting.
Where are the other fish? There are supposed to be other fish in this hole. There were none.
Oh, now what am I gonna do?
You need to speed up to catch a frog. Of course! I love the fucking Big dancing animation. It's perfect.
Not too bad.
Think of that, heard of that glitch before, inexplicable fish disappearance? I have too. The thing is, when the fish disappear, Froggy is supposed to not respond to anything anymore, and he still did. I have no idea what just happened. Alright, next up is Emerald Coast, and then we go aboard the egg carrier. And that's it for Big. It's so short. Froggy Zombie is worthy. Oh, it's this cutscene!
Oh no, he's got my little buddy.
His plot is so deep.
Whoa! Ooh. Glad I found you.
Oops.
My favorite thing about Big Story is he appears to be completely, like, inconsequential to every other character's story. Please blink, Big. Anyways, he appears to be completely inconsequential to every character's story. But in reality, he's kind of what, him and Froggy are kind of what prevent the ending of the story from, happening at the beginning. Because Froggy is hoarding a Chaos Emerald for most of the game and part of Chaos inside of him. Yeah, his eyes are gonna hurt. Did the bounce sound effect not play? No, it doesn't. Welcome to this game. It's broken. Thanks, Sega. Good PC port.
That robot! I'd better go after Amy.
Okay. It's supposed to do the same sound as the mushrooms in Mushroom Hill. No! That would have been so cute. in Tails' story when I did that. Oh, I can't believe I missed that. Okay, why did it play in Tails' story then and not Big's? Now, is there a lure upgrade in Emerald Coast? I think there is, because this stage is, like, inexplicably huge. There's a lot to it, and there doesn't need to be this much. Just to be totally honest. Because Sega, that's a good explanation. Come on, I just want that one out. There we go. Not that I'll use it. Yeah, there is one. It's down here. And then after this, we can go get the second fishing rod. The main reason this area is supposed to exist is because there's a bunch of, like, cool fish you can catch in here. And it would be really neat if this game had, like, a fishing dex or something. It doesn't. I think the only reward for coming in here is that you can complete one of I think it's mission C or A. I forget which way it orders them. I think it's A. Yeah, nope. I don't think there's a lure upgrade in this level, so I guess we'll just catch Froggy and be done with it. Man, Big is not happy with this. His physics just kind of flip their shit. Wait a minute. Why are you here?
There's a secret passage somewhere. Go and find it.
Okay, I found it. There's nothing in it. There's Froggy.
Something's biting.
There we go.
Froggy. Not too bad.
Big. That is. Oh.
Froggy? Uh-oh.
Wow, thanks, Gamma.
No, hold on there. Come back, please. Give me my friend back. I'm begging you, please.
Thanks a lot, Gamma. Fucking ruining everything. Like normal. Gamma's honestly like the best character in this game, not even gonna lie. So like,
Froggy?
do not, I'm not gonna read that out loud.
This place doesn't look familiar to me at all.
Big's levels are such a mystery. His hot shelter is a whole elaborate optional area with glass you can break and
Smells
such.
like Froggy's around
think you
somewhere.
even need to go in there
Let's
for
go
Big's
see
extra
what's
missions.
behind this door.
What? Why? Can we go in any of these? There might be something in them. Anyways, yeah, back to what I was saying. Gamma's like the best character in this game. I'm planning on doing his stuff alongside Amy's Thursday night because those two pair together really well. Fun fact, you can do this minigame as Big if you hack. Lure upgrade, I'll take it. I didn't get the rod upgrade, but whatever. Other than the rod upgrade, I'm pretty sure that's all of them. It's it's not like super important. Froggy doesn't exactly get harder to catch. It's just the other fish will kill me if they get me. Why is there a fishing minigame in this game? I get hit with that occasionally, and I'm like, I'm still confused by it. But yeah, this is a stage we've literally never seen before, because we haven't, this is the first character that gets it, the other one being Amy. This one guy did 2 playthroughs of the game, one is big in every stage, and there's Gamma. Yeah, Gamma was more difficult, I remember that one. It's mainly because Gamma can't hurt a lot of stuff, oddly enough. Slow the game down for people who've never played a Sonic game and to get better at the controls. I mean, that's pretty fair. Okay. That gave me a heart attack. Thought the game was crashing for a second. Yeah. I mean, I can see that.
Thanks, Froggy.
I'm gonna be honest,
Looks like you need my help.
I don't think that's it. Mainly because you have to get most of the way through the game to get big. No, what I think it is they included this minigame as a literal advertisement for Sega Bass Fishing, because that was another launch title for the Dreamcast. That's also why the Child Garden is a thing. Yeah, Child Garden and Hub Worlds are 2 of the main things that give players the opportunity to like explore and get used to the controls and shit. Big was an advertisement, I'm convinced. He's definitely shameless promotion of another Sega title. Yeah, his gameplay's also like very different. Why does Big have checkpoints? Froggy's in the other room, by the way. You never have to do this for any reason. Oh! I just kind of have to let this sink here, don't I? Exhilarating gameplay. High-speed action. Okay. Okay. I don't think I can do anything with these boxes. No, versus GX shouldn't even give this area purpose, but they did nothing. Oh my god, the camera. Yeah, that did nothing. That accomplished actually nothing. Oh, wait, there's more over here. We have plenty of spare time, so I kind of want to show as much as I can. There's like neat shit in there. God, I hate that he bounces. There's... Oh, okay, I broke the glass. Whoops. Yeah, there's kind of nothing here. At all, wow. I mean, hey, it's a neat view of Hot Shelter. I'll give it that. It's not really a view of this place that you get. Ever. Which level was Hot Shelter for Amy? Wasn't it like the third one? It was either second or third, I don't remember. It's second, because Amy also goes to Final Egg, right? Alright, where's the frog? There he is. They modeled, textured, and designed this entire area for one thing. To tell you one thing. What is it? No one knows. You can tap the control stick, like double tap it to get the lure to move, but like, man, it's really inconsistent.
Something's biting!
What? What? Huh? You can instantly retract it with both shoulder buttons at once. Okay, what was that? Where is the frog? There he is. Please, Rocky.
Something's biting!
Please don't disappear this time. Huh. I'm so confused. You know what? It's literally going to be easier. Don't tell me. No! Okay, we'll just, leave the stage then. It would literally be easier, because I'm pretty sure what's doing it is Froggy is going directly underneath me, and that's despawning him. For some reason. The game literally handicaps you for exploring this level. How fucking amazing. And cutscene? Nope. Okay. That's the, yeah, that's the one thing it's designed for. To tell players to go fuck themselves. Come here, frog.
Something's biting!
Huh? What? What? So it's still happening.
Something's biting. Froggy.
There we go. I heard it hard cut out of that song, and I panicked for a sec. Never thought this was a mechanic where they could break away from the lure, but maybe. I don't know. I think them breaking
Not
away
too
is making you
bad.
lose a life. I thought that was the only way that could happen.
Yes.
Whatever. We're done with Big's levels.
We're together again at last, huh? Huh? That's strange.
Of all the characters, of all the people for Dekal to kidnap for one of
Where
these
am
sessions,
Froggy?
Big. Yes, Big must see the ancient Echidna tribe. Naturally, of course.
Wow. Is it alright for me to be here?
Dekal doesn't like leaving people out.
So do you trust me? So these are the 7 emeralds. Could it be? The servers are the 7 Chaos Emeralds, unified by one that is the controller. The 7 Chaos...
Big is not
the
processing any
controller
of this.
itself. Could this be the emerald that controls the 7 Chaos?
Or is it called spiked gloves? I don't know. I thought that was all echidnas. I guess it isn't.
Froggy? I don't like the looks of this place. If something happens now, there's no point to my rescuing you. I don't know who would bother to save us both.
Big is like just self-aware enough
We
to be
better
kind
get
of
going,
sad.
buddy.
Emergency alert has been cancelled. Resuming monorail operations.
How come Dekal has fingers? We don't talk about what lies underneath Sonic characters' gloves or shoes. She's adopted. I think Big's one of the first characters that's required to take the monorail. The other characters don't have to. Hey look! It's the tornado. I just remembered how this ends. Like how Big's story ends. Am I remembering it correctly? I'm not gonna spoil it, but like, man, the thing that I'm thinking of doesn't seem real.
So, I see you're trying to escape. I'm right on time.
Eggman? Wait, who
Hey,
is this?
Grab him! Get that frog! And don't forget the
This
Chaos
reveal are
Emerald.
very annoying. Yeah. This poor frog.
right. And now
Big is a real hero.
The frog is possessed by your tail.
Eggman, your thumb is
Once
scary.
you get your tail, you'll be complete and ultra strong.
The amount of effort to help his friend is admirable. It's true. That's like one of the nicest things about Big's story that I like. Big Hero 6 was named after him. I would pay to see a remake of Big Hero 6, but the robot isn't like actually
Look
just
what
big.
happened. Chaos has transformed again.
Huh?
Uh-oh. Gotta go!
Froggy?
What do you think Biggs is doing in Sonic
Don't
Forces?
worry, Pally.
So, he's your friend, eh? No sweat. I'll get him back. Watch me.
Sonic, don't worry, I'll get him. Big proceeds to get him. Big doesn't know what's happening, but he's trying.
Careful, Froggy.
Admirable,
Don't
good
worry.
friend.
We'll get you back.
Big is out in space shielding the planet from missiles and comets. I mean, given the
Aim for the
remote
frog and
area
cast your
where he
lure.
lives, you know, it's hard to say. So, in case you were curious what this fight would be like, we have to fish inside of Chaos and get this frog. And it's either really easy and simple or just impossible. Really depending on where the frog is. There we go. Got him. Well, that's Big Story.
Hooray!
Such
Froggy.
intense music revision.
I won't let them take you away again.
Go on and get out of here. I'll do the rest.
Oh, okay. Thanks. Come, little buddy. Time to get a move on.
Oddly, Big does not get to fight Chaos 4, a boss where it should have been the most in his element. That would have been, like, honestly, Big feels like a really weird, like, waste of potential that I'm not sure anyone wanted Sega to capitalize on.
Thing about it. Oh well, I'll give it a try anyway.
This fucking ending. Big gets off of the egg carrier on the Tornado 2. Which, by the way, oh wow, it was outside of the cutscene again. This game has aged well. By the way, the Tornado 2 was sitting there with the 7th Chaos Emerald in it that entire time. If Eggman had noticed that, it would have been, like, really, really bad. Big has a really good theme song. Imagine a living sea falling from the sky onto the city. Just, oh shit, it's raining. Oh shit. Oh. Well, that was Big Story. It contains, oddly enough, a lot of good information about Chaos. And his flashback scene is really important. I'll do a general, like, plot sum up before the end of the game, just in case people have missed stuff, or stuff flew over people's heads. Well, that's all I wanted to get done for tonight. After these credits, I guess I'll boot up Big Story again, and we'll grab the fishing rod just so I can show it. People equals you, yeah. I don't know, Thursday night might be the end of Sonic Adventure. Which feels weird, you know? You guys have no idea how much time I put into this game as a kid. Wonder if putting all that in Big Story was a test to see if you're paying attention. Yeah, honestly. He has really weirdly important, like, cutscenes. Do you have the game on Dreamcast? Yeah, so do I. I wanted to stream the Dreamcast version, but thanks to the limitations of my capture card, we're kind of stuck with the broken PC for it. But it's fine. It's a choice I made because it doesn't really affect the view experience all that much. The original game had better lighting. It did. They put a weird, like, cell shading, like, shader over all the characters in this game. Not all of them, actually. Only some of them. And it really fucks with the lighting a lot. The original is just all around a way better version, but it's expensive, if I remember right. I don't know how much it's going for now. I know Adventure 2 is a lot of money. I bought it for like $60 recently, I think. But yeah, Sonic Adventure 1, I don't know how much it's going for. But it's definitely the ideal version of the game, and on top of that, most people will have to buy a Dreamcast to play that too. Honestly, it's kind of worth it to just consider there being no other versions of the game outside of that. The original is like way more stable. Parts of it just work better. Oh my god, look at Big in this screenshot. Version differences in SA2 mostly come in the cutscenes and multiplayer. It's much more noticeable in this game. Yeah, this game, if I remember correctly, SA2 actually, like, Battle came out before Adventure DX. So Adventure DX is a more like, okay, we're gonna make a more substantial port with more time. Whereas SA2 was like, okay, we're gonna release it on Dreamcast first as like a send-off, and then we'll give it the GameCube port like a little bit later. Which is why the Dreamcast version of Adventure 2 is so expensive, because it was released in like kind of limited quantities. Not like the most limited ever, but you know, enough to be
which character?
Enough to like make it kind of scarce now. Anyways, so yeah, once you select a character again after you finish them, it's kind of rare. Yeah. Chao System of DX was based off the SA2 battle system. Chao's sketches of characters and shadows and stuff are still in the data. We'll be showing off a lot of Chao stuff in SA2. I plan on doing really substantial streams for SA2 because people love that game, and I want people to, like, they used to love it, and I want people to love it again, you know? It gets a really bad rap nowadays. Yeah, you can just kind of explore to your heart's content after you finish the game. It's nice. Sonic used to matter to people. Yeah.
The train headed for the Mystic Ruins will
I hate to like keep going off on this every stream, but like SA2 is one of your favorites. Me too, honestly. SA2 really, like, it holds a special place in my heart alongside this game. But I hate to like keep going off along like the same tangents every stream, but like I wholly blame like groups like the Game Grumps and like IGN, like the IGN groups, or writers that, like, shit-talk these games all the time. Just, like, super casually, and it bleeds into, like, everything else, you know? Still shocked and often I see a video on YouTube recommendations talking about how bad a Sonic game is. Yeah. You know, at some point, people, like, you'd think people would get over it, but they don't. They never do. This series' reputation is, like, super tarnished, and I don't even, like, it had some missteps, don't get me wrong. There are definitely bad games in this franchise, but I don't think it did anything near enough to warrant the amount of hatred this game gets from people nowadays. The thing is that these games are super liked and now it's hated, it doesn't make sense. Here's my theory about what happened, right? So we got Adventure and Adventure 2, and then we got Heroes, which is, like, pretty good, but it had a bunch of flaws. Like, most people, I don't think, would deny that there's a bunch of flaws in Heroes. Anyways, this is the big item that we didn't get.
You now have longer casting distance.
That's it. That's all it does. Anyways, there's, like, so, Adventure 2 came out, and kids loved it, right? You know, it was on GameCube, and that's how most people played it. The people who, like, grew up playing Dreamcast, you know, they were a bit older, but they still probably loved the game. I haven't spoken to a whole lot of people that grew up in that era. And then Heroes came out, and it made some, like, really odd missteps. Playing through the same stages 4 times was kind of a bummer. The special stages are, like, actually just broken. Completely. And the later levels in that game are, to put it frankly, not good. But, then we got, what was after Heroes? Shadow? And Shadow was distinctly not good. I don't think there's a whole lot of people who'd, like, come out to defend Shadow the Hedgehog. And then we got 06, and then we got Secret Rings, and then we got Unleashed, and Unleashed was, like, actually good. But because of those years of just like, oh, all these games are getting bad now, it sort of tarnished everyone's thoughts on the games, and thus people blew the Werehog stages out of proportion. And then from there, it just sort of spiraled downwards to the point where Colors became the one that everyone actually liked, and thus that sort of cemented that no more Sonic games are going to get plots, and they all sort of follow the same boost to win formula. Which, don't get me wrong, I love Colors and Generations and Forces, but I love Adventure more. I think they should give this style a try again, but they won't, because around that time, YouTube reviewers got big by saying stupid shit about these games. Pro Jared comes to mind. His review of SA2 was like the one that after it came out, I noticed people were talking about it a lot. And we're like, wow, SA2 is actually bad. I don't like it. But yeah, that's just my hot take on why the Sonic series is sort of like fucking seen terribly now. Yeah, no, the Bro Jared review pisses me off. I hate that review with a burning passion. His entire review is entirely hinged on the idea that the mech stages are bad. So Jared's SA2 review is one of the most insufferable videos I've ever seen. Like, honestly, I don't want to give the guy a whole bunch of credit. I don't want to give my opinion on the controversy that he went through. I like his Final Fantasy reviews. I thought they're pretty good, and that got me into watching his channel. And then I watched his SA2 review, and after that video, I unsubbed. Straight up, just right there, I was like, nah, I'm not interested anymore. I hate that video with a passion. Yeah, and then from there, that just sort of leaked into every Sonic game is bad, which is the stance a lot of people have now. Like, really think about it, right? What are the bad Sonic games? What are the ones that everyone cites as being bad, right? Adventure. Which, no. No. I won't accept that, no. We've played through the whole game here, even with the broken PC port. Even with the broken PC port, you know, it's still a solid game. It requires a little bit of fixing, sure, and like its graphics engine is not aged well, that's for sure. But in general, you know, Adventure's just a really solid game. And then Adventure 2 was cited as being bad, and like honestly, I'll give people a few points. There's not a whole lot of Sonic levels, even though that's like what the game does best. And the Knuckles stages definitely got worse from before. Poorly researched, blatantly inaccurate, all with a smug, demeaning tone towards Sonic fans. Do not get me started about smug, demeaning tones towards Sonic fans. That's the entire internet. All the time. Constantly. Yeah, that whole thing was a nightmare, and I hated it. But back to what I was saying. Heroes is cited as a bad game, and like, I just played it. I was not at all a fan of Heroes. I bought into the total idea that, yeah, Heroes is bad. It's terrible. But I've played it again, and honestly, I'd give it a 6 or 7 out of 10. It's a really good 3D platformer. It just has some really fucked up level design later on that is nothing short of broken. But that's par for the course with late game Sonic games, honestly. You kind of have to accept that as part of the territory. Some mechanics are just going to be a little finicky. But okay, so Heroes, it's a little finicky later on, sure, whatever. The first game I'll give people when they're citing bad Sonic games is Shadow. Shadow is not good. I've been trying to replay it recently to, like, get ready for this, like, streaming it later, and it's just terrible. It feels very bad to control. The guns don't really add a whole lot. The missions are boring at best and extremely disorienting and frustrating at worst. Yeah, Shadow was the first real one I'd give people, like, okay, yeah, sure, it's bad kind of thing, right? And that game came out in 2005. You know what else came out in 2005? Sonic Rush, one of the best Sonic games ever made, period. That game is so good that, to me, it just, like, instantly makes up for everything Shadow was. So, like, okay, so 2005 was a bit of a rough year, but we got Rush, so whatever. 2006 happened, and Sonic 06 happened, and, like, I'll give people, yeah, that game isn't necessarily what most people would describe as traditionally as good, or functional, or finished. But you know what? It has a whole fuckload of charm to it, and I'm gonna take the hardline stance here. I like Sonic 06. It might be shocking to some people, but I like it for what it is. It's kind of a weird, bad, unfinished game that feels like it wasn't going to be released. But that's sort of what I like about it. You don't see games in that state a whole lot. Especially not I mean, maybe you see it in AAAs, but you don't see it to the extent you see it in 06, you know? I like it for it's so bad it's good reason. Yeah, same. It is so bad it's good. It's like my definition of that. As long as you don't take the game too seriously. I always remember seeing a video in the recommended section how it was something related to Sonic never being good. Finally watch it. It was exactly as I expected. Smug tone, flimsy arguments, downright non-arguments such as Sonic 3 having too much platforming. Yeah, that... Holy shit. God, that's terrible. What do you mean it has too much platforming? It's a fucking platformer. Holy shit, that's so bad. What was I saying? 06 though, like, I get it. People were mad when it came out, but like the fact that 06 has held that like it's just bad like thing, you know, that it's just bad reputation is a little sad, honestly. Let's see, what came after that? Secret Rings. I'll give people. Secret Rings is fucking terrible. That game is just, like, actually broken. And not in a good way like 06 was, like, in a I literally can't move Sonic kind of way. Find the video and quote the very brief Sonic 3 section. Hey, if you want to drop that in the chat, I would greatly appreciate that. I would love that. How soon for SA2? We're not doing SA2 tonight. I would say best estimate on Sonic Adventure 2 is next Tuesday. So next week. Sonic streams are Tuesday, Thursday, so if you want to show up for the ending of Sonic Adventure next week, that would... ending-ish of Sonic Adventure next week, I would love to have you guys. Anyways, back to what I was saying here, since the stream's basically over at this point. So I'll give people, Secret Rings was bad, but it was like a weird experimental motion control game. Link was auto-deleted earlier, it might not work. I don't know, I have mod, so, like, of course, it's my Twitch channel, but, it might show me it later, it might show me it before, I don't know. If you need to, though, just send me, like, the watch HTML, like, the watch section of it, and that should, I should be able to pop that in a browser after the stream, of course. I'm not going to show someone's whole video on stream. That would just be rude. But, I would love to watch that video. It sounds terrible. But yeah, so 06 was 2006, and then 2007 was Secret Rings, right? Let's look at what else came out in those years. We got Rivals on PSP in 2006-ish. I don't know if it was released in 2006. I know it was, like, pretty close to the release of 06, because it has a very similar plot structure, and Silver's in it. Yeah, we got Rivals, and Rivals is pretty solid. It's just a generally really good game. It would be a lot more fun with friends. I have personally never played it multiplayer, just because it's really hard to find people who want to play a Sonic racing game on PSP, you know? But it is still pretty good, and it has a nice, cute little plot with Eggman Nega in it. But then 2007, right, we got Sonic Rush Adventure, which is another really good game. So, while they're releasing kind of broken stuff on... it auto-censors it. That's weird. Here, let me pull up YouTube real quick. Just, send me the name of the video, and I will, I'll see if I can find it. Or at least the channel name. But yeah, after that we got Unleashed, and Unleashed is, like, totally, like... I don't know, it's blown way out of proportion with the Werehog thing. People say that it's like a bad beat-em-up half the time, which, like, granted, I will admit, it takes up a good chunk of the game. You spend a lot of time in nighttime stages and not a whole lot of time in daytime stages, but it's not a bad beat-em-up. It's, like, actually a pretty decent one. Need to confess something, I actually like the Werehog. Yeah, me too! It's a decent beat-em-up. It's not, like, the best, I'll give it that. It's no DMC, it's no Bayonetta, but it's good. Werehog's, like, alright, and then the daytime stages are, like, they hit it right out of the park. They are super good. And then Colors came out, and people, like, actually liked it again, and now people don't acknowledge it. People don't talk about Colors. People don't talk about Generations. Even though those two games were, like, really good, and they're some of the last couple of Sonic games we got consistently. We'll admit the stages do go on for too long, but other stages with the Werehog can last just as long as the day stages. Yeah, it's true. Sonic 3 section, to be honest, it feels like a massive step down. More roadblocks, water levels, iffy design, all while sales were dropping with each sequel. Okay. 1. The reason sales dropped with each sequel is because Sonic 1 and Sonic 2 were pack-in games. They came with the Genesis. You're gonna sleep? Okay, good night, Jay. We're just BSing about Sonic now, so... Yeah, no, those were pack-in games. That'd be like saying, hey, Mario 2's sales were so far down from Mario 1's, that means Mario 2 is bad. No. Like, that's... The logic does not follow. And also Sonic, yeah, like Toontastic here said, Sonic 3 did sell extremely well. It did really good. Like here, let's look up the sales numbers for Sonic 3 real quick. Oh boy. Oh, that's whew. Firefox, thank you for eating all of my RAM. Let's see what the sales numbers were for Sonic 3. Like, it bothers me to no end. More water levels, like the one in the game. Honestly, hot take here, Hydro City Zone, nowhere near as bad as the other water levels in the other games. Let's see, does it list sales in the Wikipedia article? Does it say? It does not list how many were sold. How many copies did Sonic 3 sell? Yeah, Sonic 3 sold 1 million copies. Pretty sure most people love Hydro City. Yeah, I mean, I still have a lot of leftover trauma from trying to beat that level over and over again as a child and being crushed by the wall every time. But I will say, other than that, pretty solid level. That wall still gives me nightmares. Yeah, no, 1 million units. Sonic 3 sold 1 million units. How can you even suggest that that's a bad thing? Sonic 2 sold, oh wow, 6 million over its lifespan, over the lifespan of the console. Interestingly enough, he only sold 180,000 in Japan. That's interesting. And then Sonic 1 sales. Let's see, how many has it sold? Copies at Sonic 1. 15 million! Yeah, I know, oh no, 1 million! I mean, yeah, these are sharp downturns. However, you have to take into account Sonic 1 and Sonic 2 were both pack-in games. As in, every Genesis you bought came with either Sonic 1 or Sonic 2. Or, I'm pretty sure one of the Genesis releases came with a compilation cart that included Sonic 1, so it's probably including that in these numbers. So, like, I don't take into account the time that these games were released. Yeah, no, Sonic 3 was released in 1994, and was, like, its big selling point was that it was, like, sort of split into two things. Let's see, Sonic and Knuckles sales. How many copies did Sonic and Knuckles come out, or, sell? Does it say? I'm just not exaggerating. That's really all he said about Sonic 3. What's the channel name? Oh, yeah, no. Sonic and Knuckles outsold Sonic 3. 1.24 million copies. Oh, God. Look, I might not be the biggest fan of, like, Sonic 2, but, like, even I would put more effort into a section about Sonic 2 if I were talking about the Sonic franchise as a whole. Yeah, Sonic was doing just awful. Yeah, definitely. The video's called Sonic from Mediocre Mascot to Bloated Corpse. Oh, no. Yep, found it. It's from Knowledge Hub? Looks like. Yeah, it looks like someone re-uploaded it for some reason. Wow. I mean, I'm not going to be watching it here on stream. Ah, stop. I won't be watching it here on stream, but I do have it pulled up. I will be watching it once the video is uploading. Oh my God. I don't know. I think, honestly, I think that I didn't watch the video because I tend to avoid Sonic content in general. If Sonic was never good, then how come it changed the gaming industry forever, right? Like, honestly. Like, a lot of people really downplay what Sonic did for video games. in general, first off, he was great competition to Nintendo. He created a nice little niche in the market that was away from the one company that was running it, and allowed video games to sort of just do whatever they wanted. Like, the Genesis had way less restrictions than the SNES. You know, Blood and Mortal Kombat is one thing that comes to mind. And, like, that still felt to this day, you know? You still feel the effects of, like, the console war starting. Sonic gave game developers a chance to make games not with Nintendo. Exactly. That is, like, the biggest thing. Sega had, for better or worse, not a whole lot of, like, input on the games that were getting released on the Genesis. Honestly, I think it's for better, though. There are a lot more terrible Nintendo games than there are, like, Genesis games. Like, I can't be the only person who's noticed that, right? The Genesis has a much more... Maybe it doesn't have a lot of, like, the super big standout hits that the SNES has, but it doesn't have the really bad lows that the, like Super Nintendo and, NES had. Because... man, there are some really shit games on Nintendo consoles, and they all have that stamp. Anyways, the one video, I really liked the title of it. I don't remember... It's like, Sonic's tricky transition to 3D, something like that. This is about Sonic Extreme. No. There it is. It's by Frame Raider, and it's, I have not watched the whole video yet, so don't cite me on this, but it's the one video that made me think, like, hey, maybe this guy has something good to say. Because the title of the video is just, Sonic's Challenging Transition is Sega's Ongoing Experiment. Finally acknowledging what each of these games is. Every Sonic game is kind of a weird experiment. Was Rocky Transition too overused? Yeah. It's a challenging transition. Which, like, to be honest, that's, like, totally what it is. Sonic games are hard to transfer into 3D. That's just, like, stating it as it is. Moving fast as a game mechanic, while it makes for some really good games, it makes it really hard to design them. Because everything's sort of a flyby in Sonic games. I think the adventure games had a super good method of dealing with that. Just by making it a more open 3D platformer, and you can explore it more. But I think the boost formula, while it takes a lot of work to put out boost formula games, it, I don't know, it pays off a bit more, I guess. It's not quite as difficult to, slap one of those together as it is an adventure-style game nowadays. As proven by Forces, where they literally kind of just railroad you the whole game. Forces was interesting. I'm excited to get there, and at the same time I'm not, because it's gonna cause some schisms in the chat, I feel. Looking at the comments here, it looks like Frame Raider kind of shit talks Sonic Adventure and Sonic Adventure 2. Yeah, no, it looks like this video is not what I was hoping it would be. He goes straight into bashing a lot of games. Beat that whole game in 3 hours at a friend's house. Yeah, no, the game's literally only 3 hours long. It's super depressing. But what's there is pretty solid, and it has really good music. Like, holy shit, that game's soundtrack is fucking amazing. That's another thing that kind of divides people. A lot of people don't like its soundtrack, and like, sure, I get it. It's not what you're expecting. It's not butt rock outside of one song, but man, what they did do is really good, and it fits with the game pretty well. I feel like if they had focused more on the buddy stages, Forces would have been a lot better, but can't really change a whole lot about that now. Didn't like all the songs. Some of it was real good to me. Yeah. Favorites are the water slide stage, the Infinites theme, even though it doesn't really show up. Sunset Heights is really good. And then the final tower theme was fucking incredible. Really set the stakes for that level really well. Kind of helped distract me from the fact that I was only like 3 hours into the game. Ghost Town. Sonic Forces. Which theme is this? Ooh. I remember that one. Oh, that brings up another thing about Forces. Classic Sonic wasn't that great in it. He sort of controlled really oddly. He had the drop dash, which was nice, but his physics are really strange. And some of his last level was really, really difficult for me. I don't know why. Here's the thing, right? If you genuinely think most Sonic games are awful, that alone isn't stupid. The way you present your argument that counts. Many people have the same cookie-cutter statements and attitude. It's very tiring. Yeah, honestly, I just want to be able to hold a conversation with someone about these games without it immediately devolving into the other person shouting that they're all bad and that they have no nuance and they've clearly never played them before. Average Game Grumps fan, honestly. I don't know, these games are all really good if people would just give them a try. Sonic was never good because my favorite YouTuber said so. Where's the fucking... This thing right here.
First episode.
Can I how can I for whatever reason clicking add source tried to crash XSplit there for a second. I guess I'll just do monitor capture. It's the easiest way for me to do this. I hope I don't get pinged by IGN here. Rush also has my favorite depiction of Sonic as a character. He just feels very right. Rush Sonic is amazing, and Rush Blaze is even better. And Rush Adventure, it really held them sort of to that standard, you know. It's not quite as good. Rush Adventure doesn't really live up in a lot of ways, but it's still really good. That game's story is really fantastic.
Sonic Mania,
but yeah,
a new
this
2D platformer
this fucking
with
thing
the
right
core
here.
classic Sonic gameplay. PS4, Xbox One, and PC spring of next year, and it is reimagined areas from Sonic's 1, 2, 3, CD. Reimagined.
It's not. It's only going to be you're going through Green Hill Zone from Sonic 2.
Not too long ago, there was Sonic the Hedgehog 4.
Yep.
It was released episodically.
Had 2 episodes.
Yeah, and I think it was pretty mediocre.
Otherwise,
8.0.
Sonic 4 is short.
Yeah, so Sonic 2, yep.
And well worth downloading.
Okay. I think we're at the point where we need to admit that this was never really a great franchise. And that we keep trying to find this thing that was never really actually there.
Sonic was never good. Sonic was never good.
Sonic was never good.
Sonic was never good, to quote these people. Yeah. Angel Island from Sonic CD, you know. Honestly, if there is nothing more telling than the fucking Metacritic scores for Metacritic Sonic Adventure 2. The fucking Metacritic scores for Sonic Adventure 2 are so telling that all of this is just from the perspective of people who want, like, who do not care about this series, right? This is like a fucking 89 out of 100, and then Sonic Adventure 2 Battle, on the other hand, I really hope this is as I remember it. The idea that Sonic was only popular because the nostalgic fanboys lived in denial. Yeah, I hate that. Here it is. The same game dropped by, like, well over 10 points. But yeah, no, I hate the fact that there is just, it's an argument. People argue against fanboys, you know. That's the like depiction of Sonic fans, you know. It's somehow much worse. Oh yeah, definitely. Even though this one, like, I've played both versions, and yeah, the Dreamcast version's a little bit better. It's not so noticeable to drop it to a 73. And gee, who the fuck is counting Yahoo as, like, an actual thing? Why? Shut up, Metacritic. I do not want the video to follow me. Yeah, no, IGN gave it a 69. Wow. Super, unbiased, guys. Yep. I should realize that was, like, really small in the middle of the screen that whole time. Gotta love XSplit. Free-ass XSplit. Oh my god. I don't get how this, like, even happened to this series, you know? The view of it is just, it's so negative. It's so much more negative than I ever would have, like, thought it would be. Like, yeah, sure, it released a couple mediocre games. Sure. Which series hasn't? Point at one. I guess, like, Mario? I don't know. Mario tends to have, like, a pretty high standard, and even then, like... yeah, fucking Hotel Mario! That's, like, a thing that happened. I don't think we can name even, like, one franchise that hasn't released at least one bad game. I mean, of course, it all depends on your perspective on the series. Wasn't New Super Mario 3D World not liked? Yeah, Mario 3D World was distinctly not liked. Because it didn't do enough with the Wii U's hardware. I agree with that. I liked 3D World, but I agree that it feels like the 3DS game, but not as good this time, because I can't play it on the go. Honestly, let's compare that with, like, the Sonic game that came out on that console. Like, Lost World, all things considered, decent game. People tend to, like, really hate Lost World, and I get it, you know. The second half of that game is less than good, I would say. But the first, like, Mario Galaxy clone, because floating planets, yeah, that's the thing. People always cite that. This is really taking me back. There are... back in the day, holy shit, I wonder, is he still around? Back in the day, oh no. He's still going, holy shit! Those games aren't even similar. Yeah, no, they're not. Not at all. Lost World, it had, like, the planetoids to, like, give you different offerings of, like, ways to go through the stage, which I think it's a really clever idea. It wasn't implemented so well in the second half of the game, and the parkour system isn't well explained, but it works. Anyways, I'm about to say a name, and some of you guys are... you guys are probably going to immediately, like, fucking want to scream from remembering this guy all at once. I know I do. Anyone else remember Gligar 13 vids from back in the day? He used to upload, like, 100% sure they're troll videos, nowadays, just to, like, fuck with the Sonic fan base, and then at the time, very... Yeah, him. Pretty sure he's absolutely a troll. He's definitely a troll. He's still trolling, by the way. I'm looking at his channel right now. His latest upload was 2 weeks ago. 2 fucking weeks ago. The madman's still going. Yeah, this guy, back in the day, he uploaded a lot of troll videos, and the very young commentary community at the time was very up in arms about it, and it was a lot of, like, Sonic fans, you know? It was kind of unifying to see everyone back, you know, get behind some of these games, you know? It's like, oh yeah, Unleashed, it's good, whatever, shut up. Oh yeah, Adventure 2, it's a fucking great game, shut up. And nowadays, I don't know, maybe if Gligar 13 vids came back and started trashing on these games, everyone would be so fucking behind Sonic again, just like they were. God, this channel fucking takes me back. I wonder how many of his old videos are still up. There it is. He titled all of his videos on Sonic "Bad Games" in all caps. Maybe Pro Jared didn't make his review, Sonic wouldn't be as hated. That's definitely part of it. It's Pro Jared and then also the Game Grumps. Because every time the Game Grumps play Sonic, not only do they find a way to fuck it up somehow, they fuck it up every time. They find some way to, like, make the games more hated than they already were. Adventure was still well received until the Game Grumps did their playthrough, and now suddenly people don't like Adventure anymore. And gee, I wonder why. I wonder if it's because the whole Game Grumps fan base was exposed to the entire game. Keep in mind, a broken, glitchy port of the game, and now thinks they're fucking experts on it because they watched Aaron Hansen suck at a video game for fucking 4 hours. I'm not a fan of the Game Grumps, by the way, in case you couldn't tell. But yeah, like, all these people are walking away from it thinking they're fucking experts now, and that they're justified in hating the game when in reality they've never played it. And that's just, like, that's the whole thing about the Sonic series, is that they're really popular to hate, and the more popular they get to hate, the more it feeds back into itself, because then more people start to hate them, acting as though they're fucking experts. Holy shit, I still have a dislike on this video for the Sonic Adventure 2 battle review. That is, first off, that's how fucking old my channel is. Second, holy shit. YouTube has kept track of that. God, I should rewatch this video. It seems great. But yeah, so far, what have the Game Grumps played? Game Grumps Sonic. What have they played? They have played Sonic Unleashed and Sonic Adventure DX, and that's it. Oh, and Sonic Boom, of course, because it's Sonic Boom. That one I will absolutely not blame people. Sonic Boom's fucking terrible. But you can't blame that one on Sonic Team. That was, really, it was Sega stepping in and making a lot of, like, really terrible decisions, on behalf of the developers and telling them to change the game around a million times. It was kind of a development hell kind of situation. Yeah, no, they've only... Oh, and they played Forces. And notice, when they played Forces, people fucking immediately hated Forces. Yeah, make this game for Wii U now! What was the game originally planned to be on? Wasn't it, like, PS4, I think? I think it was, like, PS4, Xbox One. It was gonna be called, like, Unity or something like that. Sonic Unity. PS4 and Xbox One, yeah, I remembered that right. It was gonna be like Sonic Unity, and it was gonna be sort of like a Heroes kind of deal. But it was going to be a bit slow. Synergy! That was the name. It was going to be a bit slowed down. It was going to be more like a cooperative platformer. And then what we got was sort of that, but neutered so hard, and with some shit forced into it that it didn't need. And granted, I don't think Synergy would have been received the best had it released. It was going to have a more serious plot, too. Yeah. I think Synergy probably would have been like a, people would have said, like, 6 out of 10. Yeah. Not really a Sonic game worth talking about. But instead, we got the second Sonic 06. Fucking somehow. I think it would have been cool. I'm not saying the game wouldn't, I'm saying it wouldn't have been received very well. It would have been just another one for people to add to the list alongside Lost World, I think it would have been a pretty decent game. I can't say, because, never played it. But I can say that there was potential in Boom, and I've played all the way through that one, and it's... That game is not finished. I hate to say it. It was going to have a Chao Garden. Ooh. Oh, man. Thinking about the Chao Garden really gets my hopes up. I hope we get another one someday. I hope Sega listens. I know they won't, but, maybe, Yeah, no, so they played Adventure DX, which, I don't know which version of the game they played, but, DX is just bad. And then they played Unleashed, but they picked the Wii version. So they fuck it up every time, and again, people just sort of walk into it expecting, hey, I can leave this as an expert. They also played 06, but, I don't know. 06, it was so long ago, it was the John Grumps era, so it doesn't really affect, anything nowadays. That's just remembered as a very, fondly remembered playthrough as opposed to any indicator on the series. The Wii version and the PS3 version are so different. Yeah, they are completely different games. The PS3 version, it has its flaws. Both versions, night and day. It's pretty good. It has its flaws, but it's, I don't know, it's, the Wii version, it cuts so much that it didn't really need to cut. Not really a big fan. Okay, here's another thing, that YouTube has been recommending to me constantly. So, I see this video, right? The worst classic Sonic game. It's by a channel called Relax? I don't know if I'm saying that right. Anyways, I see the thing, right? I'm like, oh boy, video about Knuckles Chaotix, just instantly. I'm like, this is gonna be about Knuckles Chaotix. People don't like that game, whatever. So I click on it. It's about fucking Sonic CD. How? Yeah, I don't recommend watching it. Again, full of Sonic bashing and shit. Everyone knows the worst classic Sonic game is Sonic 1, because Sonic was never good. Yeah, the thumbnail is CD. I was focusing on, the red metal Sonic, and I was like, is this gonna be about, is this, there's no way. CD's a bait and switch, right? No, it's about fucking CD. I didn't watch through the whole thing. Sonic bashing and shit. Really try to avoid that best I can. This series just, it's so sad, Honestly, that does bring up a good question. What is the worst classic Sonic game? I mean, it's super subjective, of course. I mean, unless you include Spinball, then it's that one. Spinball, I didn't even finish it. I stayed up until 1 a.m. streaming, just trying the final boss over and over again. Literally fucking couldn't. Weird, because Scott the Woz somewhat recently made his own video about Sonic CD, saying it's the best, worst Sonic game. Only saw the first 10 seconds, which he tells the game, fuck you. Oh, probably one of the Game Gear games. Blast. It's Blast. No, is it Blast or is it Sonic 2? I really don't know. Which do you prefer? The game being horrid to look at, or the game being kind of unplayable? So it makes me wonder, why does Sonic CD need yet another video about it now? No, okay, that's just it. I see people all the fucking time tout Scott the Woz as this, like, this super good up-and-coming YouTuber, and he's fucking everywhere, and people are talking about him. He even took over the JonTron subreddit for a while. Hot take here, I hate his videos. I have never liked Scott the Woz. You can quote me on that. I don't like him. I'm certain he's, like, a good guy. I don't like attributing people's online content to, like, their real personality or their person. So I'm certain he's a fine person. But, like, man, his content is bad. I hate to say it. I watched 3 videos of his, sort of a while ago. And all of them were so poorly researched. Is he the overly trying to be funny guy? Yeah, that's one way to describe him. He's, like, very convinced that he has the potential to be the next JonTron. Probably. With, like, he makes constant jokes, and his videos are about sort of broad, overarching topics. But his videos are so poorly researched, and I walk away from a lot of them thinking, like, what was even the point, you know? Like, one of the first videos I watched of his was, the worst games on Metacritic, quote-unquote. Nothing will beat Flex Tape, sorry, Scott. Yeah, exactly. JonTron's Flex Tape video is so fucking good. But, yeah, one of the first videos I watched of him was, like, the worst games rated by Metacritic. And he didn't play over half of them. Like, I walked away from that video thinking, what was the fucking point of that? It was literally just like, he brings up the game, he's like, look at this game. I can't play it, so here's a few reasons read from the Metacritic page as to why it's bad. Next game! And that was the whole video. That was it. And I felt like I had wasted my time. And then I watched another one, it was the same shit. And I watched another one, it was the same shit. And eventually I was like, okay, I'm done. I'm not watching any more of this guy's videos. And I started hitting, like, do not recommend this channel over and over again on YouTube. And to this day, I still get Scott the Woz recommended to me constantly. YouTube has not taken a fucking hint. They will not let this man leave me alone. I want him to not show up on my YouTube anymore, thank you. And yet, I still to this day, I literally have his channel blocked to desperately try to get YouTube to leave me alone. And yet, when I start to watch any game reviews, he'll show up within, like, 2 or 3 videos. It was all frustrating, honestly, that whole situation. But yeah, I will definitely have to look into his, Sonic CD video. What's my fave game reviewer? Let me look at my subs real quick. I mean, I could totally throw out my sort of generic answer, which is Some Call Me Johnny. I think he is really good. Some Call Me Johnny is a really good channel. He uploads pretty consistently. All of his game reviews are pretty down to earth, kind of chill. And he has an intro theme made by, or like, composed by the man who composed the Sonic Mania soundtrack, which fucking blows my mind. Been watching him for years. Yeah, I don't remember when I started watching him. God, why am I still subbed to Game Grumps? Ew, get it out, ew, no more. Thought I unsubbed from them a long time ago. I'm looking through here. I don't know. Are there any smaller channels I want to shout out? Because Some Call Me Johnny is really good. He's not a game review, but L Supersonic Q is a really solid content, or a channel on YouTube. I highly recommend him. He tends to make videos on Lost Media. He said he's going to start steering away from that, though. His videos are doing less and less well, which is sad. But all the content's, like, really good, so I recommend it. Matthew Mitosis is really good. I recommend him. I've heard of him before. From what I remember, he doesn't upload all that often. That's why I never really subscribed to him. He had a really, really good video on Dark Souls 2, I believe it was. Yeah, this guy. He uploads way more frequently than I remember. Going through a period where he just like wasn't uploading all that much. He doesn't. When he does, it's always good. Yeah, I will give this guy a look. Anyone else that reviews video games that I would like to give a shout out to? I used to watch a channel called Haydox. He disappeared, like, completely. He hasn't really uploaded since. He's apparently been going through a lot of shit, and I feel for him. But he does make really good stuff, so if you've never seen any of his videos, I recommend it. Who else? I don't really think there's a whole lot of people. I'm pretty deep in my sub box as of this point. Yeah, I believe I'm really at the end. Yeah, no, so my favorites definitely Some Call Me Johnny. Shout outs to Haydox, and side shout out to L Supersonic Q. All those channels are really good, and I highly recommend them. Close out of that now. Oh! That's another channel. If you enjoy bootleg reviews, which I love. I fucking love bootleg reviews. I grew up watching, like, Ashens and shit, and bootlegs are, like, my shit, you know? Rerez, I don't really know how you pronounce it. His worst ever series, really good. We watch like the same people, yeah. I don't know why I'm not subbed to this guy. There, fixed that. Got rid of Game Grumps, replaced him with Rerez. Yeah, he makes pretty good, consistent content on Nito bootlegs, and I really like it, and it's all pretty high production value. Yeah, no, okay. We're getting pretty close to the end here. I'll wrap up the stream by 1 a.m. I might make this like a regular thing, where from like 12 to 1, we just sort of bullshit in the chat. I'll make like a little graphic for that. Not really sure what to classify that on Twitch, though. I'll have to look into that. I'll make a little graphic for it, though, and I can just put that up when it's time to bullshit in the chat for a little while. Okay, yeah, slowly but surely getting through all the stuff we wanted to talk about. If anyone else can, if anyone can think of anything else that we could bring up just to pad out the last few minutes here. Preferably Sonic related, but I mean, we can delve into Castlevania. Ooh, here's a good question. So, of the two series that I'm doing right now, Sonic and Castlevania, they're not going to last forever. Castlevania is actually going, like, really, really quickly. Faster than I, like, expected. Saturday night is going to be The Adventure, and then we're going to do Castlevania 2 Belmont's Revenge after that, and those are both going to be, like, single stream things. So, like, what should we do after that, you know? What should we cycle in? Been considering Kirby, but if anyone has any other suggestions or ideas, I will take them. Only thing I will say is LSD Dream Emulator? Maybe. That sounds like a fun variety stream, honestly. Might do that. What was I saying? Something about, series that I was planning. It left my mind. It was like, something about... God, I don't remember. It was like a series that I was going to bring up, and I was going to be like, we can do this one. One thing that I would love to do, and I know a lot of people have done it before, but I feel like as of this point, it's a little bit too far gone. Kirby, yeah. Kirby was the one that I was I'm probably gonna cycle Sonic out for that one, keep it as sort of like a kiddie platformer section for these nights, and then go into Castlevania and maybe darker stuff on weekend nights. I was going to... Spyro! Holy shit, Spyro! I fucking love Spyro. First 3 are so good. That's it. There are no other Spyro games. We won't mention any others. Yeah, Spyro's amazing. Definitely throwing that one on the list. Can't confirm how much we'll do of some of the bad ones. I think it'll be really funny. Like, with Sonic, it'll be like, okay, we're watching him sort of stumble and roll. With Spyro, it's like we're watching him fall flat on his face, chip a tooth, and then start crying, and he never gets up again. Like, even the Reignited trilogy, like, this... Everything from, like, Spyro 2's, like, second half onwards gets so dodgy and, like, glitchy. I don't know if they've ever patched it to, like, fix some of the glaring flaws, but, like, the skateboard is just broken. It doesn't work. Not to mention, you know, every other Spyro game that got released outside of the first 3. Spyro 2 is your fave. Spyro 3 is my personal favorite. All 3 of them are fucking incredible, though. What was I gonna... Oh, yeah. Anyways, I've seen a lot of people sort of, like, blindly do... Yeah, then we get to Enter the Dragonfly, and I can beat it in 2 minutes. Real thing, by the way, look up the speedruns. They're hilarious. God, this is like the 3rd time I've tried to bring this one up. That was it. Danganronpa, I really wanted to do, like, that one, something along those lines. Problem is, I've already played through all 3 of the, like, visual novel Danganronpa games, and the shooter, and I've watched the anime. Granted, it's one of my, like, literal all-time favorite, like, game series. If you've never played or seen Danganronpa, like, actual 10 out of 10 games, highly recommend. Don't watch the anime. Just play Danganronpa 1 and 2, and get a feel for where to go from there. But I wanted to do something along those lines, you know, maybe like a murder mystery visual novel. I have never played Phoenix Wright. Maybe after Castlevania we can cycle in Phoenix Wright. Night in the Woods. Ooh. I'm actually going to add that to my Steam wish list. I don't own that game yet. I've heard it is incredible. Night in the Woods. $20. Yeah, this is that game with that, that really nice art style. I've seen this game around. It's on my wish list now. I will get to it someday. It's so great. It's so worth it. All right, I will keep it for like a blind stream then. We'll see how that goes. Music is fantastic. Always excited to hear really like good music. Ooh. Square Enix put a whole fuckload of their JRPGs on sale so people will stay home. Let's see. Chrono Trigger. Don't play this one on Steam. Oninaki. Never heard of that one. Final Fantasy XII The Zodiac Age. And, ooh, Dragon Quest XI is $30! Holy shit! Yeah, that's going on my wish list for sure. I say that like I have $30. If I had $30, would be streaming Sonic 3D Blast right now, and we are distinctly not doing that. But yeah, no, probably gonna do Phoenix Wright. I don't really know what I can stream that on. Is it? I don't think it's on Steam. It's on Steam. fucking course it's on Steam. That's going on my wish list. Yeah, no, Blind Phoenix Wright streams sound wonderful. So I'll probably do that. I've literally never played these, despite everyone saying, like, yeah, you'll love these games. AKA, I only know it's about Court. I know that it's one of the inspirations for Danganronpa. Which, again, Danganronpa is, like, literally one of the best game series I have ever played in my entire life. Go play it if you haven't. Yeah, I think that's about it. We've set up the next couple of series. Phoenix Right more like Phoenix Wrong. Pretty sure there's actually a parody video like that. Yeah, there is. Anyways, yeah, so yeah, thank you guys for watching. We've been sitting here staring at Big for a while. Yeah, so this was a fun stream. Thursday we will be hopefully finishing Amy's story, Gamma's story, and then if people are still hanging around, Big is sexy. He's got that Duke Nukem voice. Yeah, if people are still hanging around after those two are done, I don't know how long they'll take, maybe less than an hour, maybe. I'm pretty familiar with them. I might even get in some practice runs on Gamma here soon. After that, we will be pushing through to the end of the game, and fighting the final boss, listening to some butt rock, and then, yeah, hopefully being done. Thank you guys so much for watching. This VOD will be... I think that's what they're called, VODs. The video will be up pretty soon. I can't say how quickly, because my internet's a little bit dodgy, but it'll be up probably tonight. So yeah, thank you guys. Have a great night.